Hola, I'm Matt Conn, founder of Midboss and creator of GaymerX, and you're watching El Charco. We created GaymerX about 5 years now ago, and it was a very personal thing. The whole idea about GaymerX is that we want to create a space for queer folks and underrepresented gamers to be able to come and just be themselves. I think that for people who go to E3, you are not a part of kind of the mainstream group. You kind of sometimes feel kind of isolated, and so we want to make a place where it doesn't matter what your gender identity or sexuality or race or any of that stuff. Like, it's a place where you can kind of just feel safe and welcome, and this is a place for you. There's a Japanese phrase called ikigai. When I found my ikigai of being able to make games and experiences like GaymerX where gay gamers can just be themselves and feel welcome and feel empowered, that was sort of when I realized that this is my life's calling. It was really powerful for me to be able to see these other groups like Gay Gamer and stuff and realize that I could be both an openly gay person and make games that have queer content, and I could still be I could still thrive, and I could still have a successful career. I think that we're seeing now a nice mix of AAA games that are they kind of eschew politics, and they're like, yeah, we have gay people because they exist, and that's great, as well as games like whether it be Stardew Valley or Burrito Galaxy or Undertale that feature queer characters or normalize a variety of sexualities and genders in a way that's very cool, great, they're there and they thrive and awesome. I've looked in from the outside for a while, but for 5 years now I've been in this fight, and I do see some positive momentum. I'm seeing companies and businesses that when we first approached them about GaymerX, they were very we support you, but we can't support you. And now the conversation's changed a little bit. I mean, it's still not, there's still a lot of companies like Sony or Japanese companies that are we really appreciate what you're doing, but it would never go all the way up the ladder that we could and so I think there's still progress that needs to be made, but I mean, I do think things are getting better. The reason why our game I think has done very well and been reviewed well is that we put so much love and effort and energy and attention to detail to all the characters and interactions, and there are some interactions where if you use a chair or whatever, where it could normally just be written off as just a throwaway line, we have 20 interactions. So we really had a lot of attention to detail in the interactions. The characters are very, very, very thought through. We actually created all these calendars of where these people would be during the day and why, and so we really thought through all that stuff. And so I think that for a lot of people, the characters feel alive, especially characters like Turing and Tomcat, where they were really born of love, and we see a lot of fan art, people who really resonate with those characters. Nothing is by mistake. There's always a reason for everything, and so for us, in that same way, our game is, we try to think about everything. We tried not to have any wasted movement, so there's a lot of attention to detail. Bowser's been chasing Peach for 30 years, and I mean, he's got a cat, he's got land, he's got a thriving business, and Peach still doesn't want to. I don't think that he's really into it. He kidnaps her, and it's I think they're just talking they're just hanging out. She's I just need some time away from Mario. I just need to hang out with my boy. And he's a single dad. He's got a wonderful kid, Bowser Jr. I think he's just now, starting to come into his late 30s or so in canon. So it's time for man, it's time for me to be out and proud. And he's always wearing those harnesses and stuff. I mean, I don't know.
The new suit of Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I would say that there are a lot of communities out there. If you do your research, I've seen Gamer Bear communities and I think that the mainstream will eventually catch on, and they are working towards making it a better, safer place for everyone to, express yourself as you truly are, and I'm seeing movement towards that. So I would say hold out hope, but also I would try to find communities that share similar, feelings to you. We live in a big planet, and I'm sure that your experience, while it is unique, is not unique. There are other people that are probably going through the same fight, and they probably would love to meet you. And I want other people to realize that, that there is that, and whether you are, queer or person of color or female or any underrepresented group in gaming, like, it's important, I think, that you find your community and you can build off each other's strengths, and that's sort of kind of the whole point of GaymerX, and I love it.